Welcome back.
Welcome.
Hello.
This is going to be like one of those episodes of Lost where you get like the ending first.
That's how they do.
And then-
That's how they do Game of Thrones now.
It's directed by the same people.
Hey, the last episode of Game of Thrones. You don't usually talk about Game of Thrones that much. The last episode of Game of Thrones, it said previously on Game of Thrones, like they always do, show you the thing, and then usually it's like the theme song, and then it wasn't, and it was a scene of people that you didn't see their faces, and like a little dressed kind of like Jacob, all building like a church thing together. You didn't see anyone's face, and then a person turned around who you thought was dead, and it was them, and it was then the theme song was like, this is 100% Lost. This is all the way Lost, which I liked a lot. But it
really, what's his name? Jack Bender directed all the big episodes of Lost, and now he's working on that show.
Well,
so I bet he's pulling tricks over there.
It started, I was like, there's no theme song? They always have a theme song. Because I
Pretty
was
soon,
popcorn then.
you're gonna be like walking through the forests of what's the land in Game of Thrones called? Grimdor. You're walking through Grimdor, and Ned Stark is just standing there over on the horizon. And he points at who's the surviving son? Jon. And it's creepy, just like Lost. Mm-hmm. People like to say Lost sucks, yet all the shows rip off Lost.
Yeah.
Explain that to us.
Hey, it's the same as when everyone goes, the Matrix movies, pow, stupid. And every modern action movie lifts every single thing from all three of the movies.
Not only that, speaking of Game of Thrones and Lost, I saw this thing floating around the internet where people are cropping the characters of Game of Thrones, so it's just chin down and then their chest, and it's like representing the different houses.
Okay.
Ripping off the Matrix posters.
Bingo.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Matrix did it first.
You're right.
So if
You're
you
right.
say the Matrix sucks, fuck you.
You know what? Honestly, the first Matrix is fucking awesome still. I saw it recently. The movie still rules. The other two, people have
They're all awesome.
Mixed opinions on those.
ghosts-
The sequels are weird.
The
They are
ghosts
weird.
with the ghost dreads.
I get how people were
That's-
lost in those.
That's
Yes.
artist level, next level stuff, okay?
Yeah.
The Wachowski sibs are ahead of their time.
Right.
All right?
Yes.
Sisters. Now we can officially say sisters.
It is?
Really? I
Yes.
can't keep up.
They are. They both have transitioned.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
They're sisters.
The world
But-
is changing so fast, I can't even keep up.
I want to point another thing out too. Let's
Yeah.
stay on that same note.
Okay.
Elon Musk this past week talked about, I don't know if you heard about this. This is very interesting. They asked him about what is reality? What do you think life is?
Oh, I heard
and
about
he
this.
said odds are incredibly high. Higher than not that we are in a simulation.
And I say,
What?
get off the internet, you fucking nerd.
Okay, that's
Okay?
one
All right,
counterpoint.
I like Elon Musk as much as the next guy. I want a self-driving, solar-powered car, just like everybody else. But the video games have pervaded your fucking mind.
He
okay?
says that simulations that we have created have gotten so good over so many years that they're becoming more and more realistic. But he's saying, okay, but let's say they're not moving that fast. Let's say, okay, video games still look like video games. Fine.
Yeah.
But let's not even talk about 10 years from now. Let's talk about 10,000 years from now. How good will they be?
Okay.
And 10,000 years is nothing in the blink of evolution.
Right.
So he said the odds are actually higher that we are part of a hyper-realistic simulation rather than stone-based ground reality.
What if the aliens are alive and we're dead? Yeah, lay off the fucking mushrooms, Elon Musk.
Hey,
okay?
Hey, what if a snail was fast?
What if a cheetah was slow? Okay,
Wow.
Elon.
Get a Tesla.
Look,
Now-
we're trying to fucking invest in your company, and we're
Yeah,
trying to
we're
support
trying.
you. So lay off the fucking kooky,
Is he a-
homeless beach hobo philosophy
Kooky
shit.
cookies.
Is he a philosopher? I thought he just was like
They,
cool shit.
they
guy.
asked him.
Well, I guess if you
If
asked
he
him,
asked, the answer.
You know what?
Oh, but the reason
That's
I brought all this up.
That's some Jerry Garcia level kook shit, okay? And I don't like it, Elon.
So here's the thing. The reason I bring it up is he talked about all that, but they said, okay, what about the future of AI and machines? And he's like, well, they will take over. They will take over. They will become smarter than us. And so the guy was like, is there any hope that we could overcome AI if it became smarter than us? And he says, yes. The only way we could overcome super hyper intelligent AI is through what they call neural fiber, which is we've already developed and worked on. We're testing it on different things, animals, whatever. But we it's a fiber that you can potentially extend aspects of your brain into. You can possibly interact with artificial intelligence, things like that. And he said if a human brain could interact with artificial intelligence in that same way, you could control it. You would have enough free will to potentially control things that were controlled by AI.
Neo.
Watch the fucking Matrix sequels, not even the first one.
Neo
Watch the
shit.
sequels.
That's
It's
Neo
exactly
shit.
what happened. How does he overcome
It's Neo
what
shit.
happens to the Matrix and how much Smith's influence spreads? How does he overcome it? It's a hybridized version of man and machine that is able to overcome his obstacles, and through the power of free will, using the construct of choice, is able to defeat something which can only see choice versus choicelessness.
Let's just rewind it to the last one. All of reality is a video game. That's the Matrix 1. Okay? And how do we defeat the AI?
Make a phone call.
Fucking Matrix 2? Okay, Elon.
There you go.
We've all seen the trilogy, so that guy's talking out his ass, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah. If someone asked me that question, I would just make up some bullshit answer too. So
no way.
Hey.
He's right. I agree with him.
So Time Magazine asked.
I think that's bullshit because if Will.i.am said anything like that, we'd be fucking railing him.
Yeah,
we
100%.
But he didn't.
We would.
but luckily, some guy who made a cool car made it, and
And
not
you know what?
Will.i.am who made a shitty car.
Has he even made a cool car yet? I keep
Tesla?
hearing about the Teslas.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I rode in one.
Yeah, he rode in one.
I liked it.
Here's the thing, though. Elon Musk explains
I
it all.
visited the House of the Future at Disneyland. Doesn't mean that they're actually here.
It's torn down before you're born.
Exactly.
But,
But I visited the site.
He did in the
So F you.
computer.
That's true.
program.
However, Elon Musk was able to describe the plan. The thing is, if Will.i.am was the one to do it, as you said, it would go a lot like, well, you got like neural fibers, right? And they're crazy. They're here. It's like a racetrack, right? And you're going around and around. Where does it stop? And AI is like a car. So that's basically what we're looking at in the 21st century, right?
That's pretty
And,
good.
and no one would
Pretty
know
good.
what he said.
Pretty good Will.i.am.
Sean, in post, you're gonna have to put on Will.i.am idiot he is before.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was really
Or underscore what I said. Whatever. You can.
Yeah, I'll just have the audio of it, the song quietly playing underneath him.
Anyways, long story short, Elon Musk thinks the Matrix is real. A
Yeah.
little bit kooky.
Yeah, whatever.
That's his prerogative.
Hey, you know what though? Elon Musk said that you could launch a rocket into space and have it land on the ocean standing up, and that was a crazy idea, and then he did it. So, maybe he's right. And if Will.i.am would have done that, Eric, if you'd have launched a rocket into space and landed it on a moving platform, I would have thought maybe Will.i.am is smarter than I think he is. But Will.i.am can never fucking do that because he's an idiot. So,
All right, well, Sean drinks the Kool-Aid, but
I don't.
I'm part of the 99%, so I think for myself.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Will.i.am, I think, is getting a Lego of himself or something.
Jesus, why?
I don't know, but I want it. I actually want that.
Why?
Is it just one Lego man or
Yeah.
like a full set?
No, just of himself. Just a little man. That's why I want it.
Does it have the dumb hair?
No, it has to come
Yeah.
with
With the
a
cut in
Lego
hair?
stage and like a Lego iPad with his own face on it and like
Lego
backup
money.
dancers.
Does
Yeah.
it have a Lego puss with it
what?
On his wrist.
on his wrist?
Oh,
What were you thinking?
Jeez,
Lego.
get your head out of the gutter.
his
God.
watch is called the Pulse, Sean.
Oh, it was? I got confused. I saw the logo. I got confused.
So what were you thinking? Yeah. Anyways, Legos. That's cool.